Hi everyone, Paul from Model Boat Builders. Hope you're all well, and 2021's a good year for everyone, and we're all staying safe. Just keep you in touch with what's going on. The vessel here, the Rescue 1 swamp vessel, is all finished. I'm just waiting to finish off with the flashing lights at the top. All these lights that you can see on the front at the moment, I'm changing those. They're all coloured, but I'm changing those. I'll put clear, and I'll probably take that off and I'll make it a little bit lower. That's the only changes I'll do. And I've got emergency lights coming, which will be the red and the blue flashing. So that's the only change I've got to do to it. I've had it bath tested, no problem at all. It's quick, very quick, just about jumps out of the bath. That surprises me. And I haven't had a chance to get on the water in lake or on the sea, so the weather hasn't really been that great. I've got to have well, we're right on the beach here, but we've got to have a day there. There's just no wind and not too many people around, so, and you don't get that very often. Well, we're down on the Mornington Peninsula, so it's pretty busy at the moment with tourists. Anyway, so the next venture is, as I've mentioned before, which is the Eclipse motor boat, which is a houseboat. Okay, correct terminology, houseboat. It's based up in South Australia. I've spoken to the owners. It's called the Eclipse. They're quite happy for me to do it, and also if I need plans or anything like that, floor plans. But as you know me, I always go by scale. Not by scale, I should say. I go by photo, sorry. So it's trial and error. I've got the photos here, and here she is here. This is the Eclipse, and I'm sorry, this is a print off from the printer, so it's not a very good quality. But as you can see, she's quite a large vessel in comparison to what I normally do. Probably be the same size, and it's not to scale, but I think it'll be the same, around about the same size, I'm just thinking now, of my Emu, the Emu paddle steamer from Echuca, from the Murray River. The Eclipse is on the Murray River, South Australia. So hopefully they'll be around about the same size, which in real life they are. The Emu is probably slightly bigger, which I think this will turn out about the same. So I'm hoping it'd be great to see them both out there at the same time. Anyway, enough of that. I've started off with the base, and the main deck, which is what I'm calling is the base. I've drawn everything out. It's all guesswork, it's all by eye, not by scale, only by picture. And so far so good. In the last couple of days I've done quite a bit, and I've changed a few things, and it's working out quite good so far. So what I've done, and if you look at houseboats, they're quite basic. It's like building a house, and way back in my early days of my apprenticeship, windows were my specialty. And this whole thing is made out of windows, and of course this being so small, it's really testing my patience. I laugh because people that know me are going to look at this video and go, he hasn't got any patience. I never did, but since I've had the injury, the back neck injury, and retired, I don't know where I found it, but I've got a lot of patience these days, so I'm quite proud of myself. So yeah, very tricky. What I've done so far from the base, I've done the port and starboard window frames, and here's one of them, give you an idea. So you see that? It's exactly like a house. On the stern, I've got a fixed panel here and a sliding door. On the bow, a fixed panel and a sliding door. These windows and the door and the bow windows, which I'll show you in a moment, will be clear. The only reason I'm doing that, in the photos you can see most of the windows are all black. But the reason I'm not going to tint that, because I want you to be able to see inside, because I'm going to do the steering mechanism, the area, the kitchen area, it's like a dining room area, and the stairs which go up into the next deck. So I want to make it look as authentic as I possibly can. Down in this section I'll probably keep it closed off, because the next deck is going to be it's a lounge room, but it goes back in this section here, goes into the lounge room, and this area above here is open. Now the only thing I want to change is, and I'll just show you, I've done 2 of those, so port and starboard windows are ready to go. Okay, now with the bow, I'll just get back onto the stern. With the stern I want to do something really different. I've probably only seen one other attempt of doing it. I want to put a spar up on the top deck, and by doing a spar I mean I want to build the spar, put a clear film which would be looking at the ripple of the water, and underneath I'll paint inside blue, and to paint, and also to put blue lights up through the bottom of the spar so it will glow like blue water in a spar. So that's the idea I've got it so far. The whole craft will be lit up like a Christmas tree, because I've got that many lights, and they're all LED lights, so they don't use much power on your motors, on your battery power for your motors. So I'm going to light it up as much as I can. All the other sections across here will be black windows, as in the photograph. So I'm not going to have to worry about doing separate rooms and bedrooms and bathrooms and showers. I'm not going to worry about any of that, because you won't see it. But the rooms that you do see, I want to make them authentic as possible, as I said, and open. So you can see it, and they'll all be lit up. Also along here, this section here, probably along the top section and the lower section underneath here, I'll put a few lights along there, a few across here. They've got a barbecue here, so this is all lit up for night time. And yeah, so that's what she'll look like. This, I think this section here on the stern is the lounge area as well, and this is just the visual deck. So I'll put tables and chairs out onto that deck there. So that's what she's going to look like. These sections here and here and this, I will try and get that shape and make that shape, and put it on as an added extra, so which is similar to what they've done. But the railings and everything else, as you can see in this photograph, all these railings here, they're angled at the front, and I'll get as close as I can to this, even if I use some sort of mesh, because normally I use skewers similar to these, and that's how I normally do all the railings. But I think in the clear picture, I think they're crisscross, so I might try and get a very fine mesh and put a mesh down the sides on the port and starboard side. Now for the bow, the tricky bit that I'm doing right now, and the stern's quite simple. The stern is just straight. It's only going to be another frame section like this, with a door in the middle, and that's it. They're bigger windows, they're this size window, and then the next section will be a door, sliding door, and the next section will be a window. So the stern's really easy. With the bow, it's another thing. These sections here, which are called chair rail, So your chair rail will obviously start around about there, but all the bow windows are like that. They're angled. So that's the next tricky part I'm going to do. So I'm already started to make a separate chair rail section to go across the bow, and then I'll make the top section, which I'll have to cut and test an angle around about like that. And that's the way it's designed. There's no door at the front, thank goodness. So it's just straight glass. So that's the way it's going to be. Alright, and that's about it at this stage. So I'll get back to you and continue the vlog. I'll get the stern and the bow done, and then I'll probably try and get some pictures done on the vlog, or I'll come back on mine. Okay, look after yourself. Thanks very much, and please put your likes and comments. I'm always reading your comments, so it's really great, especially for overseas. Appreciate it a lot. Okay, see you later.